From Storm Tracker 6, this is Forecast First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Well, we're seeing those roads still a little bit wet from those widespread rain showers from yesterday. We're seeing temperatures back into the 30s this morning, 37 degrees in Lansing and Grand Ledge, 38 in Jackson and Hillsdale, with those roads still a little bit wet. Rain showers have moved out of the area. We're just left with a little bit of some drizzly conditions here in Lansing. And over the next 12 hours, we'll continue to see cloudy skies, but then becoming sunny as we head into the afternoon, with clouds returning by this evening. Temperatures back into the 40s. All the full details coming up in just a little bit. 6 News This Morning continues right now.
WLNS is here for you with 6 News This Morning.
Good morning, Mid-Michigan. It's Monday, December 30th. I'm Jorma Duran. Megan has the day off. 6 News is here for you now with this morning's top stories. But first, we have some breaking news. In southern Ingham County, several fire departments were called to a factory in Mason just after 5 a.m. when smoke was spotted inside Capital Steel and Wire in the 800 block of Hull Road. Our 6 News crew arrived on the scene just about 5:45 this morning, and this is what we're seeing right now. That's a live look. Firefighters were told a blaze was believed to be inside a machine shop and were warned of barrels filled with potentially flammable and hazardous materials nearby. Now we're learning it appears the fire is out and fire crews have wrapped up operations and left. Again, this was happening in the 800 block of Hull Road of Mason at a factory called Capital Steel and Wire. Homicide. A 25-year-old man was also shot and wounded. Gunfire erupted around 8:30 last night in the 4900 block of Bell Chase Boulevard near Jolly and Dunkel Roads in Lansing. Authorities tell 6 News they have detained a person of interest and many firearms were recovered from the scene. We'll update this story on air and online as we know more. Now to our top story this half hour, the weather. The rain will come to an end today after pouring for a day straight, but more rain with the chance of snow is in the forecast for Tuesday. Right now, motorists in parts of Michigan are dealing with wet roads and poor drainage in spots as rainfall, heavy at times, poured down on the state, leaving some roads partially flooded. We just checked with Lansing's Board of Water and Light, and they report no outages. Consumers Energy is working on a few pockets where the lights were out, but nothing major. Nasty weather is also hitting across the south from Texas to Georgia, with tornadoes leaving a path of destruction and killing at least 4 people. In Houston, the National Weather Service is trying to confirm the reported touchdown of as many as 5 twisters. That's also where 1 person died. In Mississippi, an 18-year-old high school student also perished in the violent storms. She was supposed to graduate in May. Let's take a quick check of our exclusive traffic tracker to see if the rain is impacting any major highways in our area. And right now, lots of green. And remember, you could get instant updates on conditions outside by clicking the weather tab on our website, WLNS.com, or download the free 6 News app to get your weather and news whenever and wherever you want. America is mourning the death of the nation's 39th U.S. president. Jimmy Carter passed away yesterday. He was 100 years old. When the Democrat took office in 1977, he served 1 term in office after defeating Republican and Michigan native Gerald Ford. In the nation's capital, U.S. flags are flying at half-staff in Carter's honor. Now, since he was a president, they'll remain at half-staff for 30 days. Carter died peacefully at home in Plains, Georgia, after lengthy hospice care. Tributes are coming from near and far, including Michigan political figures. U.S. Senator-elect Alyssa Slotkin says, in part, President Carter was a shining example of a principled, compassionate leader. Through an extraordinary life that began over a century ago in a small town in Georgia, he gave decades of service to his country as a Navy officer, governor, president, and humanitarian. With his hands-on contributions to Habitat for Humanity, the creation of the Carter Center and other charitable works, and his powerful advocacy for peace and democracy around the world, he exemplified leadership through service. Other tributes include on the top of the Empire State Building in Manhattan. The lights now shine red, white, and blue in honor of the late president. And this is a developing story, and make sure to stay with WLNS TV for updates on CBS Mornings right after this newscast starting at 7 a.m. America's soon-to-be next president owes a major Michigan city some money, and Grand Rapids officials say Trump's campaign is refusing to pay up. Our sister station, Wood TV, reports the Donald J. Trump for President campaign owes taxpayers $49,000 in bills for 2 rallies held in the city earlier this year. City officials say it was for overtime pay for added local security at Van Andel Arena. The biggest chunk is $33,000 from Trump's July rally. It was due in October, but the city says the Trump campaign never paid. Now, Grand Rapids municipal leaders say they'll have to write off the expenses as, quote, uncollectible, and will need to reevaluate policies for future campaign visits. If eggs are on the menu this morning and you're already complaining prices are too high, the situation could get worse starting tomorrow. That's when Michigan's new cage-free law takes effect. Starting tomorrow, all eggs sold in the state must have come from chickens that haven't been raised in cages. With this change, higher prices are expected to follow because retailers will simply pass the higher costs generated on to you, the consumer. Michigan will join 9 other states across the country banning the production of caged eggs.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather on the Sixes, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Well, rain showers are coming to an end, but our downtown cam does have those raindrops on the camera, and those roads are still a little bit wet this morning across mid-Michigan. Satellite radar is showing the rain pulling out to the east, and we'll continue to see cloudy skies, maybe just a few little drizzly conditions across parts of I-96 and even into I-69. So again, we'll continue to see mostly cloudy skies for the day today, and the chance for some showers overall does decrease as the day goes on, and we'll see some sunshine into this afternoon. Temperatures right now are into the 30s, 38 degrees in Mason and Jackson, 37 in Marshall, Charlotte, and here in Lansing. And over the course of the day today, we'll continue to see those temperatures warming into the 40s. We do have that yellow paw for that reflection on those wet roads. Could make driving a little bit difficult, but other than that, we're going to see a nice day with some sunshine by the afternoon.
I can't believe it, because over yesterday and this morning it didn't look good. But we got some sun later today, so we'll take that.
It was a little bit of a difficult driving in with all the puddles and everything.
Yeah, be careful out there. Well, coming up.